Hey guys, Aaron Hillier here, and I'm excited for you. Lawrence is going to be joining us any moment here. He was finishing up another private hangout, so I'm going to post in our group here who here is with us on the hangout, and just want to make sure you guys can hear me and see who's here. He will be joining us, like I said, as soon as he can. He told me he probably would be late, so. With that said, I want to just do a little bit of training while we're waiting on Lawrence. First of all, I do want to see if, like I said, if I'm clear, if you guys can see me, hear me. I know for some reason my picture quality stinks right now. I don't know what's going on with that. Usually this camera is pretty good, and for some reason it's coming across really blurry, at least on my end. How does it look for you guys? Looks like I had the play button selected, so go ahead and respond to the Now is My Time group. If you're there, go ahead and comment in there. Want to make sure there's some actual live bodies out there, guys. Okay, Jeffrey, I hear you. No problem. No problem. Cool. So I just wanted to make sure that you can hear me, so I'm going to respond here. Make sure you can hear me, all right? What is going on with my computer? All right, cool. So we're good. So while we wait for Lawrence, just want to talk a little bit about the 8 core commitments and really making that I could have first, but I cannot. Hang on. So you can't hear me. Hang on, guys. You might not be able to hear me. Uh-oh. Ryan, can you hear me? Go ahead and post if you can hear me. I want to make sure that you guys can hear me. Sounds like Jeffrey can't, but that he's driving, so that may be an issue on his end. Sorry, guys. I'd rather make sure that you can hear me properly before continuing. And if you're just joining us, Lawrence said he would be a little bit late. He's finishing up another hangout, and I'm sure he'll pop on as soon as he can. Okay, you can hear me. Beautiful. All right, cool. So I'm going to get rolling and take advantage of this time we've got you guys here. Just really stoked to jump on this hangout with Lawrence. And there's going to be a lot of value, so you do want to be taking notes. In the meantime, I wanted to spend a couple minutes and talk a little bit about really making an effort, a conscious effort to create a daily schedule, a daily routine, and focusing hardcore for sprints of time to break down the pieces of the 8 core commitments and making sure you're doing that. And if you haven't, over the last week, I would say, I think they put it up, gone through the new core commitments or the new fast start, do it. I'm not through the new ones either myself. I started. But go through those again. They've changed. And in fact, some of the core commitments have changed as well. and it's just really, really awesome stuff. And the order they're in and everything is well thought out, and it's designed to help your people make more money. So go through those and notice the first core commitment now. The first core commitment is getting all in. And if you're not all in yourself, then shame on you. Find a way. Find a way, right? And we talked about that before, last week even. There are a lot of things that you can do to get all in, but it really starts with the decision. It starts with, making the decision that you're going to make it happen. And we've got a Founders Club now that essentially starts out as of, if you get in today, you can become a part of the Founders Club and there forever. Otherwise, that opportunity is gone. And I imagine Lawrence is going to be talking a little bit about that when he pops on here. But there are going to be some exclusive things for you in the Founders Club forever. And this is a club that once you miss the opportunity, you're no longer able to make it happen, period. So I encourage you to just get all in now, do whatever you got to do. And make sure you're really working on yourself, right? Follow the other core commitments of reading daily. I'm going to start asking you guys accountability as far as those that are running with me, those that are not kidding around. What are the things you're reading? Starting to have a discussion around that and really engaging everybody. I know Lawrence is doing a Book of the Month club. I think we'll do something similar and break that down, as well as the things you're listening to, right? We really want to be focusing on ourselves all the time, as much or more than anything else, really. Now, Lawrence always says market 80% of the time, and I believe that's true. But as you're focusing on yourself, reading and listening to audio, that really runs through you the rest of the day. And you should keep that in mind. In fact, use that. Use what you learn from as your basis for the rest of the day. Use that as the basis for your blog post or the videos you do. Use that as the basis for what you're focusing on as you do these activities, how it's changed you, and really put some real thought to it. One thing Vic always says is, read for an hour a day or half hour a day, and then really sit down and think about it. Think about what that applies to and how it applies to you and how you can really use that in your business. Think strongly about, how you can use this to help other people out. And if you spend a couple minutes even doing that after you read and you listen to your audio, it will go a long way. Now, when do we read and when do we listen to audio? That's up to you, but personally I like to do it first thing in the morning, and that way, or by lunch. That way, I'm thinking of that throughout the rest of the day. So just want to see who else has made it here. All right, cool. Let me send quick message to Lawrence to see if we can get an ETA. Do value everybody's time, and I know this was impromptu. All right. As far as marketing, you want to make sure that you're really, focusing on what works for you. I don't really want to get into marketing too much right now because I don't really know exactly what Lawrence has in mind other than focusing on this launch. So, what's going on this week and starting tomorrow is just really, really powerful, guys. This 72-hour window, this, packages concept that Empower is offering is just absolutely huge. It's going to change the face of Empower Network and change what we do. So you really want to be plugged in to Empower Network, plugged into this group, plugged into me, plugged in with each other, and really running with all of us, because now is a very special time in the history of this company and hopefully in your business and in your life. So really pay attention. Make sure you're on the Empower Hour tomorrow. You should be building up to this event as well as, over the next 72 hours. When this thing launches, you're really going to have the ability to, in a systemized way, control the outcome of a new member's success. So, that's kind of a hard concept to grasp, I understand, But just put it this way, the company is going to continue to get better and better at what they're doing and better at the systems they're putting in place. And everything Empower Network does is for a reason, right? Everything they do is for a reason. They don't just randomly do things. Everything's carefully calculated and by design, and they measure and they tweak and really just make it better and better. So waiting on a response from Lawrence here. So while we've got that time, let me just ask you guys, what are you working on right now? Go ahead and post it in the group. Share with me, what is it you're working on at this moment? I don't mean at this exact moment, but in general. How are you marketing your business? Don't be shy. And guys, I realize and recognize this team right now is really new and young. We've kind of had a refresh. So the team I had 70 some people in my team. I neglected to work with them for a while, and I was focused so much on Project AWOL for so long that I really lost most of my team. And started working on a number of other things, and put together my own product, and then had this move. And through all of that, I realized something. I need to get more close to my team and work with you guys more individually and really ride this thing home. So, first of all, if you've been around for a while, I apologize for that. But secondly, know that this is a new direction. And that the fact that we are just starting out young here is actually a really good thing, because we can start the slate clean. And looks like I'm chatting with Lawrence here. Hang on. Hang on one second, guys. Trying to bring Lawrence on. Ah, there we go. Okay. Okay, Lawrence is going to be popping on any moment, so be prepared, guys. Take notes when he pops on. Pay special attention, because it's not that often you get the opportunity to be so close with Lawrence and to potentially get your questions answered. It's going to be quick. He's very busy, as you well know. So pay attention, listen up. This is really going to be special. So I'm looking forward to jumping on the call with him. And like I said, make sure you're taking notes. Really, it's not good enough just to listen. If you're driving, pull over. Right? If you're driving, pull over. Pull over to the side of the road and take notes. It's worth it. Right? If you really genuinely care about your business, you're going to be willing to do that. So yeah. All right, he's popping on now. And Ryan, I see your note, Instagram, looking at the mobile traffic, paid marketing. Good deal. Good deal. We talked a little bit about that. I remember you and me talking a little bit about that, so that's exciting stuff. Guys, it doesn't matter what traffic strategy you're doing. It really doesn't, as long as you focus on it and get good at it, whatever that is, whatever works for you. And we will be talking more about that in upcoming training. I think we'll actually talk about that on next week's team training. And there's Lawrence. Hey, Lawrence, how you doing, man? He's getting all set up, so that's cool. We'll give him a moment. Yeah, so I think we'll talk about that on next week's team training on Saturday. and really break that down a little bit. But I think he may be good to go. You ready to rock and roll,
Yeah, I'm
Lawrence?
here. I'm here.
Awesome. So, guys, I don't think Lawrence needs any announcement unless you're brand new. And if you are, Lawrence is one of the leaders with Empower Network. Been around since the beginning. He's one of the top earners, and he just is cranking and running right now. And I'm just absolutely excited to have you here, Lawrence. So go ahead and take it away.
Okay. Hey, yeah. Sorry about being late. I was on another training call. And the thing is, it's really cool when you actually grow a big team. You actually find that there's other big teams. So I'm like, okay, let me jump over here with Brian, let me jump with Aaron. And the cool thing is it allows me to leverage to talk to leadership as groups versus having to teach like 1,000 people individually. I mean, that's how most network marketers build their business. They build on an individual basis from coffee shop to coffee shop, when you should be leveraging technology like this to really just grow and help those below, who haven't really learned or haven't really tweaked something, or maybe want to learn something else. So I'm able to then influence Aaron's teams to grow and to grow some more. So I just jumped off of Facebook training. What I wanted to really do here is not so much like a specific training, but more so where you need to focus, right? And everyone here should be a team member, correct? There's no guests on here?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. So everyone here where you need to focus is, you need to focus on where do you want to be really, and why are you using Empowered Network? When I say where do you want to be, I mean this. See, the average person comes into Empowered Network who wants to make $5,000 a month. And sometimes it's $10,000 a month, but it's always like a factor of 5 or 10 for whatever reason. Like that's the magic number for them to get out of their job, right? But I want you to think outside of that. I don't want you to think in terms of monetary, because 20 years from now, $5,000 a month is not a lot of money. 50 years from now, $20,000 is not a lot of money. Why? Because it's the number that's depreciating. Don't focus on the number so much, but think about, what does it solve? Like, what does it really do for you, right? And let me hit this blind. Now, if you don't know what that really does for you, why are you doing it? See, your body instinctively won't allow you to do something that doesn't make sense. Like, if you're going to jump off a building, it's like, no, you do that, you die. You know what I mean? But if your body knew if you did something on a day-to-day basis that will make you, like, say, $5,000 a month, but it's not the $5,000, it's the fact that you no longer have to go to a job from a boss that you hate. Like, how bad do you hate your boss, or how bad do you hate waking up, or how bad do you hate taking your kids to daycare, or, how bad do you hate, really not being able to take care of your parents, or, you're the only one who can take care of your dad's prescription. It's got to be something like that versus the money, because money will just change over time, but the thing won't, right? So everyone here needs to write down, what exactly do you want Empower to solve? For me, it was the ability to take enough income to replace my wife's income to have her stay at home. Now, I figure if I can do about $5,000 to $6,000, then cool. Then I don't have to worry about so much her getting another job. She'll just stay home with the kids. Then the next thing was, if she stays home and I stay home, what would that take? And so that was the goal. I needed to make enough money for both of us to stay home. And I had a number. I kind of guessed $12,000 in a month. If I do $12K a month every single month, I can stay home with my wife. She was an accountant for energy, and I was a mechanical engineer for oil and gas. So both of our incomes combined, fluctuates probably around $12K, probably. And so I go, okay, if we use internet marketing or Empower, that's what we want to do. So you need to write down somewhere, what do you physically want to solve? So the day you come and go, hey man, Aaron, I'm just tired, I'm not making any money. And then I would tell you, Aaron would tell you, look at that goal. Is that goal going to accept you being down, depressed, beaten, and defeated? Of course not. That goal needs you to be at your best peak performance, going and doing exactly what you need to do, right? So here's what I'm going to do. I want to show you my back office on some of the things that you need to focus on, okay, to kind of really give you a visual on where to go. Now, Aaron, go ahead and tell me when you can see my screen.
Yep, I'm seeing you. You're logging in.
Okay, so in Empower Network, this pop-up right now is to get tickets. Obviously, if you're in our team right now and you are serious and you do want to hit your goal, It comes from going to Charlotte. Now, every single person who tells me they don't need to go to an event, I ask them how much money they make in their home business, and it's a common trend. You don't make a lot, right? Because you don't invest the time to network with people in our industry. A very common thing in your sphere of influence, you're probably considered the weird one who wants to work at home, who wants to work on the internet, right? But no one really supports you in mass. Like, that's not a common thing to support you in what you want to do, like your spouse, your friends, your coworkers. I felt the same way, right? When you go to an event like this is where you see other people you can talk to, you can network, and they get being the weird ones who want to make money from home and who want to do it on the internet and do it the way they want to do it, right? You know what I mean? That's where you got to go to Charlotte. Every single person needs to get to Charlotte. And I'm not kidding, get to Charlotte. Now, why is it so important? We're actually doing something called Influence. Make sure you go into the VIP, which is Sunday. We're teaching something called Influence. Now, Influence is the ability to take your income from like 1,000 to like 10,000, like within 30 days. It's due to influence, and it's something that isn't taught very often because many people don't know how it works, or how it even comes into existence. We're going to teach this on a full day training on Sunday, so make sure you stay to Sunday, and it only comes with the VIP ticket, okay? So if you go to Empower Network, here's your back office, all right? Now on the right side, you're going to have your blog, and you're going to have where you can blog here and where your teammates can blog, and you'll see it, okay? Now on the left side, this is new, so if you haven't logged in, or maybe you're an older member and you just now noticed this, we kind of restructured our back office to be a little more streamlined. Finish your checklist. Now the reason my Fast Start hasn't finished is because it literally was updated like last week, right? So if you click it, every single person needs to watch again all 9 lessons, right? It's 8 cores, but it's 9 lessons because the first one's like an intro, right? You must watch every single one. Every single one, okay? Now, outside of that, if you're looking to make some money with Empower, you got to become an affiliate. Just go ahead and click that, become an affiliate, make sure that's locked down, and roll with that. Okay, now let's go here. So in this back office, oh shoot, my audio's still here. So if you haven't listened to my audio, I did this as an Empower call. This is guest friendly. I would suggest, if you have if you have team members, right, they need to listen to this. This is like how I do my blogging and how I spike my traffic every 30 days. You want to listen to this. Like, you can stream it from your phone. You can watch it when you're doing the dishes. Go ahead and watch it, okay? That's in the bottom left. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to focus on this. And right now, you're one of 2 people. Seriously, you're one of 2 people. You're the person who's extremely serious and you're ready to make your goal happen. Like, if your goal is to make sure your wife stays home, like you're just gonna make it happen. Or you're the person who's like, I want it to happen or I wish it to happen. That's the second type of person. So the person who will make it happen, or the other person who's like, I wish it would happen. There's a totally different mindset, and that mindset affects your actual physical being into action. The person who said, I will get to my goal, literally has all products here. You think I'm joking, and I'm not, right? Because if your goal is, say, 10,000 a month, I would be hard-pressed to find someone who does 10,000 a month without all core products. Why? It teaches things like duplication, how to make sure your conversions are converting, make sure how you convert traffic to sales, talks about ad copy, talks about paid traffic. It talks about all these things. And I have yet to find, out of the, I don't know, I think we have hundreds of people who do 10,000 a month, right, in Empower. I haven't found anyone who does that type of volume who is not all in. They are all in. When I say all in, it's these core products right here. That's all in. All right? No one I know who consistently does over 10,000 a month only has, say, the viral blogging system, or is only paid up to the 15K format. It just doesn't happen. And a lot of it comes down to education. I would be completely blunt, it's because you just don't know what you're doing, right? Because if you knew what you're doing, you would do it, right? If you knew how to ride a bike, you jump on the bike, you would know how to do it, right? Now, everyone here needs to listen to the inner circle that I did on May 8th. This will help you scale your business, because a lot of you are probably part-time. You need to be able to grow faster, and it can't be from the restrictions of your 24-hour day. So make sure that when you're growing your business, it is outside of you. You can't be the bottleneck. That's why I highly suggest you start getting people who work for you. It's so inexpensive. This is a 90-minute training I did, and I'm going to show you how you can find people to build your business. Now, here's the major tip I'm going to give you. You want to get a good content writer. I didn't say article writer, I say content writer, because content writers are more flexible. And I describe it in this audio training that you can download, listen to when you're going to work, listen to at least 3 times. Seriously, get it down in your head, and then go find at least one person who can work for you, maybe doing design, doing content marketing, handling your Facebook, your social media. Maybe they're doing primarily LinkedIn for you. Whatever it is, you need to find one person. It could be literally like $3 an hour. I'm not joking. And I detail in this product right here, okay? Okay, next thing is, so now that you have a little bit of outsourcing, what is the very first training I would focus you on outside of the viral? See, the viral blogging system is the 8 core steps, right? What would I physically suggest outside of that? The next step after this, right, is the 15K formula. Now, okay, let me reframe this. Once you finish your first 8, 80% of your time needs to be in implementation. 20% of your time needs to be in physical learning. So that means if you have 10 hours in a week, you should allocate only 2 hours to learn. And if after you finish your viral blogging system, I highly recommend jumping into the 15K formula and go into lesson 8 and lesson number 9, right here. Lesson 8 and lesson number 9. Both of these are primarily email, but the email is powerful because it will help you with ad copy. The reason people don't open your emails is because your ad copy stinks. The reason people don't engage with your Facebook status updates is because your ad copy stinks. The reason people don't want to engage with you when you send them a Facebook message is because your ad copy stinks. Let's just be real. It stinks. If it didn't stink, you would convert much faster and you would make more money instantly. That's why I tell people, learn ad copy first. If you don't, you might not know this person, but if you do, it'll make more sense. There's a guy named Mike Dillard, and he's made millions of dollars inside of the internet marketing, network marketing, coaching business side. And someone asked him, if you had to start from scratch and learn everything you know now in a specific order, what is the first thing you would learn? Most people think he would learn like paid traffic because that's how you get eyeballs to your sales pages. He's like, no. The first thing I would learn if I had to do it all over again is ad copy. Like, why? Because if you can do proper ad copy, you get to write your own check, bar none. And these two right here are the best, in my opinion, in doing that. Watch both of them, take notes. Cool. Glad I got that out of the way. Okay. Now, outside of that, one of the things you're going to have to know is if you're doing paid traffic or you're going month by month, you need to know what you're making per month, and you need to know per product, more so on a monthly basis or as a total basis, okay? Because the thing is, if you're growing a business and you don't know what your revenue you're generating, you're not running a business, right? So the way they do that, it moved, okay? So if you're older, you might not see this. There's something called all products right here. Boom, all products. So when you go into all products and go ahead and click that, you click it right there, okay? You'll see your core products over here and your specialty products and your affiliate products. Now, I'm just going to focus right here on my core products. Now, income disclaimer, what I'm going to show you is my personal results. It is no guarantee that you will receive or make that type of money, but I want to show you what's possible with our system if you are an affiliate doing what we tell you, and if you're all in with the core products, marketing an 80-20 rule. 20% content creation, 80% promotion and physically doing it, 20% content creation and learning, but 80% promotion. You got to be promoting, and that most of my time is in producing, right, not absorbing. So viral blogging system, let me go ahead and boost this up again. I've made $219,000 with the viral blogging system. So the first thing is belief. If you have no belief, you're not going to do something. Like if you don't believe you're going to live jumping off this bridge, you're probably not going to do it. If you believed you weren't going to stay married to your wife, you probably wouldn't even get married. If you believed you would die on the freeway, you wouldn't get on the freeway. Same thing for marketing and business, same thing in the Empower Network. If you do not believe it will work, or you do not believe $25 is a powerful income stream, you just won't spend time with it. So the reason I show people this is, tell me if you have made over $219,000 in anything in less than 2 years. That's on average $100,000 a year with one product. If you can tell me you do more than $100,000 a year with less, I mean, I don't specifically sell like just this product. I sell like a package kind of a deal, but this product alone makes me like $100,000 a year. Do you honestly believe I would let you waste your time promoting something for 25 bucks if it really wasn't a powerful opportunity? No, I'm here to help you, right? So the Inner Circle, now check this out. Inner Circle is $100 a month. But look what it does. I've made $398,000 with this. So in 2 years, I've done almost $400,000. It's like $200,000 a year on one product. Now, the reason this is because, number one, it's a continuity product. That means it's paid every month, and it's $100 per pop, and you get paid all the money. You're not going to match this anywhere. Now, if you're in another opportunity, or if you're learning to build your real estate office, I highly recommend you dive into Empower as a secondary income stream that will help support you through the rough times, and eventually will give you options if you want to leave your primary job or if you want to leave your other opportunity. Because let's just be real, I'm probably pretty sure the person who watches this on the recording or live has not made $200,000 a year or $400,000 total in one product that you did not make. See, I didn't make this product, I just contribute to it. But the thing is, you don't even have to contribute to it, and you still get paid all the money. Crazy, right? Now, Costa Rica Intensive, this is $164,000. It's a $500 product one time. 15K Formula is $1,000 one time, and I made $183,000. And then the cream of the crop, those of you who are ready to step up and just go all in. When we say all in, it's including everything plus the masters. I've made $361,000. In total, for these core products, I've made about $1.4 million in 2 years. I challenge you, if you break down the numbers, if you can make more doing less with what we have here in Empower Network. Now, here's the cool thing. So remember when I said, you know, if your goal was, say, $10,000, some of you only have the VARL blogging system. So if you did 10,000, 1, 2, 3, divided by $25, you would need to have 400 people per month paying you to make $10,000 in a month. Is it impossible? No. Is it hard? Yeah. But if you had all the products, you actually make $4,625. It's like almost $5,000, okay? It's almost $5,000. How many would you have to sell? Well, you do 10,000, 1, 2, 3, divided by 4,625. You need to sell 2.1 units per month. That means if you're selling one all-in package every 2 weeks or just 2 a month, you're making about 10,000 in a month. 10,000 in a month. Now, what's easier, 400 or 2? Let's just, maybe I watch a lot of Sesame Street with my kids, like my young ones almost 2, and we'll watch Sesame Street, and sometimes they're just very blatant. Is this bigger or is this bigger? Is this easier or is this easier? So I'm going to tell you, is it easier to have 400 paid clients or to have 2 customer sales? Now, here's what it is. Tomorrow, June 2nd, this is where you get to capitalize. We're going to install something to make your conversions sky freaking rocket. And it happens Monday because we have a 72-hour window where they get a discount. Now, some of you might go, well, if it's a discount, I don't make as much money. You're correct. So instead of having to say sell 2 units, you have to sell 4 units. But their conversions are going to go through the freaking roof. Why? Because they have a price markdown for 72 hours only, and then there's another markdown later, but the main people are going to buy in that first markdown. Why? Because instead of spending 25 plus 100 plus 25. Sorry, because there are affiliate fees in there. So affiliate fee is $20, and then the Vara Basic is Vara Basic system VBS is 25 plus 100 plus the 500 for the Costa Rica plus the 1,000 for the 15K plus the 3,500 for the Masters. 500 goes to processing and fees. Someone actually has to spend about $51.45. Okay, $51.45. Starting Monday, they spend $299. So $299 minus by what? The $5,100. They're saving about over $2,000 if they make the decision to go all in and invest in their education and learning how to build a business. And the cool thing is they can now retail it and keep all the money. Pretty interesting thought, right? But it will help you do it as long as you focus on the front-end sales and Empower do the back-end sales. So you could still be a real estate agent. You could still sell cars. This system will continue to run as you start to push traffic, drive organic traffic, do paid traffic, whatever it is. Don't you want to get paid in like less than 3 days, or do you want to wait till they upgrade when you call them? So let's just be real. It's extremely hard to make a $3,500 sale if your ad copy stinks. It's even harder to make a $3,500 sale. Just for the Masters, to make that sale, it's hard if you don't even pick up the phone. Some of you don't want to pick up the phone. Hey, I congratulate you. You don't have to pick up the phone. It's an option. But if you don't do it and your ad copy stinks, the chances of you making that sale is slim to none. Why? Because you're actually hurting yourself by not connecting with real people. The reason people want to buy and upgrade with you is because they feel that you have something that can help them. But if you don't explain it to them, or if you don't just be there for them, they won't purchase it. With the 72-hour window, they'll do it for you. That's kind of like why Black Friday is so awesome. So many people go to Black Friday to save, I don't know, 30% or something like that. But millions of people show up. Why? Because they want a deal. And to get this deal automatically inserted to your funnels, done automatically, all you have to do is follow up and just go, hey, look, my name's Aaron. I saw that you came into our system. I noticed that you have 48 hours left to redeem your product. Was there any questions I have for you and anything I can help you with? Be a real person, right? So, with our trainings with Empower Network, it's as simple as this. If you plug in, it's time for you to officially just dive in head first and market like your thing, your goal is worth it. If your goal is just having a new pair of shoes, you're probably going to give up tonight. But if it's like a real thing, you'll do it. Why? Because it's important to you. So I highly recommend you write it down, what it is and why you want it and what you will physically do. You will get all in, get all the products, really dive in, dedicate 20% of your time to learning, 80% of your time implementing, and you will see us in Charlotte. All right, Aaron, we'll take it away. That's all I got.
Yeah, just amazing stuff, Lawrence. Always a pleasure. And one quick point on Charlotte, guys. He talked about the VIP training. The VIP training at the New Orleans event was hands down the best training I've ever been to in my life, period. It was just flat out badass, right? So you do not want to miss that. And you'll get the opportunity to shake hands with Lawrence and meet each other in person. So, want to let Lawrence go here. He's, we're very thankful. He's reaching out to us and he's hitting up a lot of teams. He's got a very big team. So we appreciate you coming out, Lawrence. Let's start applying everything he said, guys. You want to watch this video over and over again. We're going to post it in our group. So make sure if you didn't take notes, you should have. I'll get on you about that later. But watch it again and again, and let's start taking action on everything he said, and really run. Take advantage of tomorrow too. If you're not all in now, you really need to be positioned so that as this launches, we're ready to run. I mean, how could you sell something, first of all, if you don't believe it in yourself enough to get it? But as this launches, it's going to change the course of this entire industry, really. Nobody's doing this type of thing. So I'm just absolutely excited and appreciate you coming out, Lawrence. Let's rock and roll, guys.